Hey, what's going on? Courtesy Flush. Crowwind here with No Racer. He's hanging out with us. Michael's going to be back here soon. He's actually in the middle of some paperwork stuff, but he'll be here eventually. So it's good to have you here. Yep. Appreciate you stopping by.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. I've been spending most of my day actually teaching, and now I'm kind of just happy to be here and not doing that, even though I have to literally do that tomorrow morning. I got like 3 deadlines this week, so I'm excited. Not excited. But at least I got to shoot some hot dogs, which is what I did earlier.
Yep.
And I killed not enough of them, I don't think. I don't know what to say. How do you open a stream? What do you say? You're like, hey, welcome to my stream, guys.
I don't know. You're the professional here.
I know how to set up equipment, all right? Barely, as I'm sitting over here struggling to get my microphone. I know how to set up equipment, okay? That's it. Like, I've watched other streamers, and I'm kind of like, I don't know how you just sort of jump in. I guess we could just like jump into the game, but I feel like when you go to a couch cam, wait, why is it so high up? Why can you see the castle behind us? I look younger than you. I look like a little kid. You're not taller than me, are you?
I don't think so.
I don't think you're taller.
I don't think I'm much shorter, but I think you are like a little bit taller.
Okay, let me adjust the camera. Because this doesn't look right to me. Oh, now it's off. You see, just too much headroom, and now you can see I'm wearing shorts. I rarely wear shorts. So we're going to be playing Tesla Effect, which is a game that's very much like an adventure game, because it is an adventure game, starring Tex Murphy, and it's years after the previous Tex Murphy game, like almost a decade and some change. So,
yep,
should be pretty interesting. But before we do that, we actually have to go to our sponsors really quick.
Oh, we have sponsors?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and go to our sponsors. This is probably new for you. You probably haven't seen our sponsors.
I don't think I have.
All right. So this is just a quick message from a word from our sponsors. Hang tight. Stop talking, Dragon Spirit. We're trying to fucking make money here. Now a word from our sponsors. Anytime now, guys.
Take a fucking piss.
What? Piss energy drink. The only energy drink with saturated fat. Now with 21% penis. Yeah.
How does it work?
Here, try some. It's quite simple.
The harmful chemicals in piss and the 21% penis is damaging to your body. Piss penetrates the tiny cells in your lungs, which spread into cancer, slowly mutating the gene that prevents normal breathing patterns. Every cup of piss is doing you damage.
Whoa, awesome!
Yeah! Take a fucking piss!
Piss is not sold in stores. Please drink responsibly. Actually, do not drink piss at all. Do not take piss if you're sick, pregnant, man, woman, or any living being. Common side effects include diarrhea, vomiting, pain, itching, fever, soreness, diabetes, stroke, or seizure.
And that was a nice little word from our sponsors. So thank you to Piss Energy Drink, the only energy drink with saturated fat. It's the only energy drink that has a crunch. Oh boy, that was young Mike years ago. 2009. Well, about 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to Tesla Effect. As I silently switch over. Hey. Boop. There we are. I turned it off for the stream. This is the most professional setup. God damn it. I fucked it up. Anyway. So you're all set over there. I'm set over here. Do we just hit play?
So I'm trying to remember where we left off with this.
So we got captured. Well, we were up here exploring this thing, and then the police came, and then we went to the police chief.
And there
and
was a dead body next to us, which is never a good look for you when
no.
there's a dead body next to you when the police show up.
For some reason, the police let us go, very easily actually, but who knows why. And now we're trying to find out why this guy was over there. What was that device, and why are we looking for this person? Why were they taking pictures of us? What happened? What's happening? What kind of world do we live in? This is the kind of world we live in, where the skies are always that nice kind of magenta. What would you call that? Like magenta and... Excuse me.
Don't know. I'm not good with naming colors.
No.
All that darn light pollution, though, you know?
Hey, what's this?
Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive case.
It's one of those.
A charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
Make sure it's all the way up. Can I just kind of skip?
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear?
He was quite serious about
Get this
that.
pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Like like Murphy in the previous game has gotten into a lot of stuff he shouldn't have.
Ended up in the Andes Mountains.
Well, that's closed.
It's closed.
Yeah. Knights Templar. So that's Chelsea's thing. There's our
drunk robot.
Yeah. We can go into Rook's pawn shop.
Rook's the little gremlin who runs the pawn shop. I've heard that his hard shell is hiding a heart of gold. But if it was, he'd cut it out himself with a rusty soup can lid.
Murphy! Here, let me look at you. Louis told me something terrible has happened. I've been worried sick.
Rook was never a nice person to us. This is strange. What do you think we should say? These options don't give us...
No touchy-feely.
If you try and hug me, I swear, I'll scream like a little girl.
Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me that lump on your head has turned you back into the pathetic, pestering PI I used to know. This is a nightmare.
Let's do Magician's Secret Truth.
Hold on. Are you telling me the text I turned into was not pathetic and pestering? Those are my secret weapons.
Look, Murphy, I'll grant you have some detective skills, but it was all relentless, annoying banter and endless questions to me. Imagine my surprise when, over the past few years, you turned into someone I could actually tolerate.
No kidding. So what was it you loved most about the new me?
You cut out all the chit-chat and became a no-nonsense customer who pays in cash. You always seem to have plenty of cash.
Fair weather friends?
Oh, I get it. All of a sudden, I get some dough, and suddenly we're best friends. So how did it come up with so much cash?
How should I know? I mean, if I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
Well, I'd be more than happy to do it now, if it'd help.
Oh, very funny. I'll admit, Murphy, you do have a certain charm. It makes my skin crawl.
Okay.
Well, your skin does look like it's been exposed to a lot of quality charm. So why don't you tell me what I've been buying here, and me and my charm will take off.
All my transactions are done in strictest confidence. That hasn't changed.
But what?
What? He's standing right in front of you. He's asking about himself. I don't understand.
You know, sounds like to me, if I get my memory back, you don't want to be on my bad side.
Fine. Though I don't know anything that could possibly explain what's happened to you. Believe me, I'd tell you if I did. Now I suppose this is where you ask if I mind answering a few questions. But this is not for old time's sake.
Oh boy, Tex Murphy.
You became a sullen, short-tempered bully. And I miss that desperately.
Abduction on Chandler.
I heard a commotion and saw a crazed man running willy-nilly down the street and 2 other men in pursuit.
The Ritz Hotel.
I was hoping they would tear that flop house down. And they would have, too, if it weren't for that meddling Clint.
Archie Ellis.
Such an upbeat, chipper little man. Utterly obnoxious.
3 cards to midnight.
I went there once. Never again. What with that herbal tea and incense, it's a veritable gas chamber. Oof.
Wow, Chelsea.
I knew she'd get nothing but trouble being with you.
Taylor?
Louis's niece is an absolute delight. What she sees in you is an absolute mystery.
Damn. And Louis, of course.
A prince among men. Makes me wish I could still eat solid food.
Oh, okay. Tex Murphy's memory loss.
Years ago, after Chelsea disappeared, you came to me looking for leads to some valuable items, among them a lost Fabergé egg. You left the street for a long time. When you returned to Chandler Avenue, you seemed like a different person. Darker, more dangerous.
Oh, wow. Holly?
I understand you have a thing for holograms. Maybe she's just your type.
Chelsea's death?
I'm sure you know much more about that than I. Some say you know exactly what happened.
Mason Bowers.
That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me.
Encrypted memory stick.
What is that?
He doesn't know what Carlos Maldonado.
Maldonado? He puts the PI in pig. I heard you two had something of a rivalry going on.
Maldonado's surveillance video.
Why would I know anything about that? If the police confiscated it, I suggest you talk to the police about it.
And then Rook himself.
Next question.
Guess he doesn't want to talk about himself.
Now that Rook's is open, I'll bet his back gate's open too.
Ooh.
Sneaking in the back.
So Clint was the guy who lived in the dumpster.
Ah, okay.
Who liked chocolate a lot. Wow. That is the loudest door. Is it an anvil?
Lord knows what I could do with an anvil. Might be useful.
I've helped move anvils.
Yeah, I used to come back here and shoot hoops until
I don't know that I could pick up one, let alone carry it anywhere for any length of time.
10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360. He's fouled.
Or was it my front?
Oops. And what's that?
It's Rook's hydropod garden. Whenever I see this, I think of Gordon Fitzpatrick from my Pandora case.
I've got anti-hydrogen pods on board, and I've got to get us as far away from Earth as possible.
Pods?
Pods. Anti-hydrogen pods.
He wasn't from around here, or even from the solar system.
All right. So now I have an anvil. I guess that was the point of going back there, was to pick up an anvil. And
Moving around pretty good with it.
Inspector Burns barbecue. Can't open it. But I do have the ID card to Maldonado. Oh, is that a car? That scared me.
What the hell is that?
That's a SPO pad, protecting the universe from imperfect life forms since 1967. It's like a mall cop with a 5,000-meter volt taser without a moral code. Be careful, Tex. I could get hurt.
Yep.
So glad that, you know, it's in such a position that would be totally immune to any tampering at all.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
anybody.
Probably. But I'm gonna do one of these save game things here. Yes.
I know where you're going with this. I wholeheartedly approve.
Well, that was sooner than I expected. Next time, try destroying the SFO pad before entering Meldondo's office.
Meldondo? Meldondo? Meldondo, come on, man. I guess he was like, I just need to read all these as fast as I can. I really don't have time for this. Alright, so I can't take the negative points for that. So I have to destroy it somehow. And the only way I could think to destroy it...
It's a security drone. If I enter its line of sight, I'm toast.
So I'll take the anvil.
Lord knows what I could do with an anvil.
I know what you could do with it. Right in front of you. Gravity-assisted destruction.
Well, it won't let me do anything. No. Wow.
Yep.
He went up really high with that.
Gravity-assisted destruction. Very effective.
Yeah, and he carried that thing up a ladder. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so key card time. Oh.
Wow, a place even sleazier than yours. And you have an animal print bedspread.
Wow.
It's the depressed man's kitchen. Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle storytelling techniques. Maybe we could have been friends, if you were alive. Both Maldonado and I appreciate subtle... Emily? Oh, man. I'm she's doing this to get through school.
Isn't that always the case?
Problem with vid phones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you shouldn't. Motel postcards. Maldonado must make his living spying on cheating spouses. Yuck. There's gum in this shoe.
Yeah.
Larry Hammond wasn't really a mutant.
Huh?
I wanted to make sure you came here alone.
Well, I hope you were more careful about being followed than I was.
Now, I have a very strong sense of self-preservation. I even brush my teeth carefully.
Yeah, it shows.
But man, he sure looked like one. Hello?
Could I speak to Carlos? Tex?
Sorry, have we met?
Oh, well, that was the end of that.
Woman knew me, but hung up quickly when she realized I didn't know her.
If we can find her, maybe we could get some answers.
She must have visited Chandler while she was doing business with Maldonado. Maybe someone around here will recognize the photo. Hair cream? Glad I don't need this. Well, even I wouldn't stoop so low as to reading someone's diary.
Oh, come on.
Both Maldonado and I appreciate his filing techniques are crude at best.
Oh. Was that it? There's got to be other... I mean, what was the whole point of coming in here? Just to get that picture?
I guess.
What's this?
Oh. Here we go. Llama Club.
It's a key to the exclusive Llama Club.
Ooh.
If this woman has been doing business with Maldonado, maybe someone else on Chandler Avenue will recognize her.
Take it by...
I'll need to find a computer whiz to break the encryption on this. Too bad this zipline... It's a note from my old friend Archie.
What's that now?
I was gonna say with the picture, I'd start at the diner. Is that Louis that owns the diner?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, my recommendation would be to start there, but
All
you
right.
can also hit up... Oh, I guess we're right here.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
Hologram.
That Hawley is a real spitfire. I don't know how I feel about the whole holograms of people too thing, but yeah, why not?
Chelsea's death.
I can't really talk about that. If she died the way the cops said she did, burned inside your speeder, it's just too much to think about. I keep a little hope that maybe she ain't dead at all. Or at least that maybe she died in a more peaceful way.
That's really sad.
I'm no good with that computer stuff, but that little fella at the barbecue joint is a whiz. I'll bet he could get you taken care of.
Whiz. Carlos.
You wouldn't remember him. He moved into the neighborhood a few years back. Not a pleasant man. I'll leave it at that.
Maldonado surveillance.
So that so-and-so was spying on you. Well, you and I wasn't real close, so I couldn't say why he'd been doing that.
Rook.
Yeah, same old ornery cuss he ever was. Don't bother me none. I guess I'm just used to it.
Photo of the woman.
I might have seen this lady in here not long ago. Didn't catch your name.
Yeah, you just have these. Are you going to be on the heckle couch?
I was.
Are you going to join us? Okay.
Make it a gaming/social heating.
All right.
Oh.
There we go. I'm making it work. So, how you feeling, Mike?
I'm pretty drained.
Yeah, same here.
I'm right on the edge. I can go either way.
But did you get your vehicle?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the credit union tomorrow. It's on the paperwork, and then Thursday I'll pick up the car.
All right. Spectre Burns Barbecue.
Haven't had another food joint on the street since Francesca ran the Slice of Heaven. I thought it might cut into my business some, but not so far. Maybe we just don't have a lot of barbecue eaters around here.
I don't know. It sounds like a front to me. A computer whiz running a barbecue joint.
Oh, and then the electronics shop is open. Let's go in there.
Rumor is Zach Williams, owner of the electronics shop, is tied to organized crime. We've had our problems in the past. For example, the last time I was here, he shot my credit card into 1,000,000 pieces. I'm hoping he's in a little better humor today and doesn't blow my brains out, or even worse.
Expelled.
Okay, I don't want any trouble.
Same page. Pay debt.
Same page of those two.
Well, just so I'm clear, what kind of trouble are you not wanting?
Everyone knows what happens to people who get on your bad side. Only one reason you ever come in here, and it ain't to buy anything. You know all our stuff is junk.
Time to rebrand.
Yeah.
Is that the new electronic shop slogan? I mean, it's no wonder you're not getting any new business.
Why you busting my chops? You know what kind of business we're running here.
Help wanted.
Well, I'm kind of in some hot water with the police right now, and I think you could help me out.
You had something to do with what happened upstairs? I swear I have no idea what was going on. Look, I know how much you hated Maldonado, and I probably shouldn't have let him use the second floor. But he was paying cash, and he kept a low profile. So I thought it was all good. I didn't know what he was doing up there, and I didn't want to know.
He's trying to pretend. You better, you bet.
You better, you bet.
So how about you answer a few questions for me, and maybe things will end up a little better for you than they did for, say, Carlos?
Damn. Wow.
Going hard at it.
All right, how about Tex?
You the man, okay? We good?
Yeah, last time I was here, this dude literally shot a credit card out of my hand in the previous game. Abduction on Chandler.
Look, I told the cops I wasn't here, which is technically true. I just parked out back when I heard the gunshots. So I just started the engine right back up and got the hell out.
The Ritz.
You live there, so I'm not going to say a thing about it.
3 cards to midnight.
That place opened up a couple of months ago. Doesn't look like my kind of joint.
Louis.
I do love Louis' cooking. Just don't ask what's in it and you'll be fine.
Tex Murphy's memory loss.
All I know is you ain't the same guy that came slinking in here 7 years ago.
Chelsea's death.
Sorry to hear about that. Is that what turned you into Mr. Badass?
Mason Bowers.
I think he's the one who came by to check in on Maldonado. Must have been a client.
That's the guy who took that device.
Don't know anything else about him.
Encrypted memory stick.
I sell items to customers, not purchase them.
Carlos.
Sure, Maldonado was a creep, but his money spent just the same. He said he needed to do a stake out of the Ritz. Didn't mention any specific names. Didn't sound like a big deal, and he was offering a good chunk of change.
Maldonado surveillance.
I saw him bring in some cameras, so he must have been recording the surveillance. But whatever he had got confiscated by the cops.
Photo.
That's a fine piece of humanity there. She stopped by the other day and checked out our selection. Took her about 2 seconds to realize it was all crap. So she seemed to know her stuff.
Someone out there just like locking their door over and over again. Inspector Burns.
I don't know what it is they're serving in there, but it sure as hell ain't barbecue.
Ooh. Zach Williams.
Let's just leave me out of this, okay?
Yeah.
It's an electronic shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals.
Alright, so we've been to Rook's. We've been there. Rook is really upset that we aren't a badass anymore, and he's quite annoyed by how nice we are.
So we can either try hitting up the barbecue, or we can do 3 cards to midnight. Don't we have a pass to 3 cards to midnight?
No, that was to the other club.
Ah.
And we can't get into the barbecue place because it's...
Oh, is it still closed?
Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. As I step into Inspector Burns' barbecue, I think I'm having a stroke. But no, burning toast is their special today. Behind the counter is the kid who Louis referred me to as the computer whiz.
All right.
I got a sign on my door, barbecue for sale. I'm talking about my barbecue.
I like he's playing the old game.
Welcome to Inspector Burns Barbecue. My name is Mojo. Special today is chili con carnage. They'll destroy your hunger as well as your taste buds. Order when you're ready.
Culinary colonoscopy.
My hammy vice. A ham, cheese, and habanero corn dog, deep fried and wrapped in bacon.
Does that come with a free colonoscopy?
Hey, you're Tex Murphy.
And you're Mojo. What a shagadelic name, baby, yeah!
My real name is Mordecai Josephus.
Are you serious? Well, that's my real name, too.
No way!
Yeah, well, it's pretty close. It's actually Tiberius, James Tiberius. And my mom, she starts calling me Tibby, and well, I had to come up with something that I could live with.
The ultimate Tex Murphy trivia. You just made my day. Look, I don't mean to geek out on you here, but you're Tex Murphy. Badass private eye. Man out of time. Always quick with a joke or his fist. What are you doing in a dump like this?
Exterminator.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to find out what was incinerating all the cockroaches.
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
Wordplay?
Well, I appreciate you feeding my ego. Now, how about my belly?
Oh, you don't want to eat here. The food really will burn your face off. Inspector Burns is a bitter man. So, what are you working on? Wait, let me guess. Some kind of case just dropped in your lap. Seems like a small-time job, but there are tons of loose ends leading in all kinds of directions, and you are blindly getting nowhere.
Good guess.
Well, yeah, that is kind of what's happening.
I could help you.
Powers for evil.
Well, I guess you could grill the suspects.
You are killing me. Look, Mr. Murphy, you fancy yourself as sort of a timeless classic, a PI archetype for the ages. You know your way around the crime scene, but it's no secret that you're not so good with high-tech gadgets. That's where I come in.
All right. Defensive.
Well, I think that depends on what you call high-tech. My Etch-a-Sketch skills, second to none.
You just keep them coming, don't you? So, what do you think? Is there anything I can help you with?
What a nice guy. Tex.
I just can't believe I got a chance to meet my idol.
Archie.
Yeah. Me and Archie are buds.
3 cards.
So glad Archie opened up his shop here. He's like a god at all this conspiracy stuff.
Chelsea.
Chelsea Bando. The Nora to your Nick. I wish I could have met her.
Louis.
Inspector Burns has tried to torch the Bruin stew at least twice.
What? Hologram.
Sometimes I spend hours just thinking about what kind of baby she and I would have together.
Wow. Chelsea's death.
Sorry you lost her, but man, did you ever get an attitude.
Encrypted.
Sure, I can decrypt a memory stick, no problem. It may take a while, at least a day.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Without even looking, he just knows. Carlos.
He's the guy you hired to take photos of your cheating wife. You're the guy they hired to beat the crap out of the guy you catch with your wife.
Maldonado.
You think Maldonado was spying on you? Not surprising.
Rook.
Comes in here all the time to eat, just so he can complain.
Sounds like Rook. Photo of a woman.
Who's that?
Well, there, to answer my question.
Like Inspector Burns says, it all tastes the same when your tongue's charred.
And Zach.
He says he likes barbecue, so I'm not sure why he eats here.
Another item on my to-do list today is checking out Maldonado's regular office that's on the street.
Alright, I already did that. Well, 3 cards to midnight is still closed.
Maybe ask at the hologram, if she recognizes the women, because she may be a little bit more high class than.
Holly must be out on strike. I'd better come back later to talk to her.
All right, that answers that question. There's the Llama Club.
It's like a swipe card reader.
Oops. Ashes. Oh.
Cigarettes. Yummy.
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Only the most prestigious people are invited to this club. Yeah, I bet some intense smoking competitions take place here.
Okay. True golf. Wow. Oh, no.
I like how the lights are flickering in the slow-mo.
That is a nice touch.
It's not even really moving his legs.
Ow. Wow. What the fuck? Alright, I'm not clicking that again.
Oh, that's what was in there.
There's gotta be more.
Odd.
Wow, this would match my bedspread perfectly. I wonder where they got it. Nice cowboy hat.
Where are the cards on the table? So those are cigarettes, but on the table in front of the sofa.
Oh, they won't let me click on them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like...
The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant due to post-World War III fallout.
Fair enough. What?
The Clean Air Act was abolished after it was ruled irrelevant due to post-World War III fallout.
Okay.
Well, it hits you right in the wound, too.
Yeah, I was like, when it started happening, I was half expecting, like, you know, it hits him in the head and all of a sudden it jogs his memory about some little obscure thing, and
bet some intense smoking competitions
it drives forward the plot, but
yeah,
apparently
some
not.
intense smoking competitions take place here. The Clean Air Act was abolished after only the most prestigious people are invited to this club.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
There's probably something that happens that makes you come here and meet somebody or get hit by somebody. Or...
Yeah.
So we've been in the warehouse.
So I got the encrypted stick taken to the guy.
Is there like a take a nap option? Or...
No.
Okay.
With these kinds of games, it's like not like actual time.
Yeah.
It's more like you've done enough in the game that the game itself has progressed. Well then, let's go. Take my car. Golden Gate Hotel. Wait, so that's it? What happened to the police? I can't go with them. Maybe there was a message.
If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it. As I ring the bell, I expect Nilo, but another familiar face pops up from behind the counter. It's Clint. Looks like he's dabbled in some home plastic surgery to cover his empty eye socket. It's amazing what you can do with a tire patch, spray paint, and crazy glue.
No.
That seems like a bad idea.
Ah, Mr. Murphy.
Yeah.
Will you be needing some housekeeping done? I can't remember the last time we saw you around here.
Recovered chocoholic.
So, what are you doing behind the desk? Looking for Nilo's complimentary chocolates?
You mean the ones you used to leave on the pillow, right? Those weren't chocolates, my friend. Man, I hope you didn't eat them.
No.
Nilo, man, I haven't heard that name in years. Not since I bought this place from him. The city was going to condemn it, but Nilo didn't feel like fixing it up, so he sold it real cheap.
Where'd he go?
Where did Nilo end up?
Do you mean Nellie? He got a sex change. Yeah, I don't know. He tried to pass himself off as his long-lost twin sister for a while, but that didn't fly.
Curiosity.
Well, you've done a bang-up job. You got rid of the smell. What was that anyway?
You do not want to know. God, I wish I could get amnesia for that memory. But on the bright side, we've exterminated most of the roaches and reinforced the foundation after the big quake last year. And finally got real fire extinguishers, so no more painted-on safety features. We're up to a 3-star cubic zirconia rating in the Mutant Leisure blog spot now.
Venture capitalist.
So how did you afford all of this? I mean, didn't you normally eat up all your profits at the chocolate stand?
It's mostly thanks to you, my #1 tenant. You pay up front, and I always throw in a little extra to make sure I keep an extra eye on your place.
Oh.
Well, math isn't my strong point, but I think you're out of extra eyes.
Did anyone ever tell you that you make it hard to give good customer service?
It's come up a few times.
You're paid through the end of the year, just like every year. You hardly ever hear these days, but hey, let me get my nose out of your business. That sounded disgusting. Let's change the subject. What can I do for you?
All right.
You keep being my best tenant, and I'll be your biggest fan. Deal?
Abduction on Chandler.
The cops came by to ask me about that, but I wasn't here at the time.
The Ritz.
This may not be much, but it's mine, and I love it.
Wow. That is a pretty bad patch job on his face.
Just get the holes patched before you move out, or I will keep your security deposit.
Archie.
Nice guy, but he's got some screws loose.
3 cards.
Dumbest name ever for a shop.
Wow.
Look, I know I used to joke with you about Chelsea being in love with me, but that was just my jealousy talking.
Taylor.
That's Louis' niece, right? Tall, brunette. I've got to steer clear of his diner. Too many chocolate memories.
You think you could afford, like...
Look, I've had my own problems, as you know. I was in a kind of a dark place 7 years ago. Dark, bitter, sometimes nuts, raisins. God help me, marshmallows.
What?
Nice girl for circuits and chips. We don't need to talk about that, do we? That was a real tragedy. Maldonado? Nothing but trouble. I steer clear of that hombre. Maldonado was spying on you? Are you sure it was you?
Rook.
That little gremlin's never forgiven me for stealing his newspapers and using them for blankets. I know for a fact I've never seen this fox before, because if I had, she'd be my lady love. I haven't tried it. They say that the sauce will melt your eyeballs, and that's a risk I'm just not willing to take.
Wow.
That guy's all mobbed up, so I keep my distance.
And Clint.
Me? I'm just living the dream. One chocolate-free day at a time.
Oh, I have a feeling that your chocolate dreams are going to come true, because we're going to fucking bring back the addiction.
Oh, no. So wrong.
I just have this feeling.
It's like, what's the harm in one Hershey's Kiss?
Phone message waiting.
There you go.
This message is for Mr. Tex Murphy. Storm clouds are brewing. Are you with White Russians or against us? A White Guard member is close. Prove your loyalty and we will reveal the truth.
What the heck was that? There must be another Tex Murphy in the phone book.
Well, okay, time out.
Yes.
They said that you had disappeared for, well, Tex Murphy had disappeared for a few years chasing a Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
And those were Russian. So maybe actual relevant plot point.
Whoa, this melted chocolate bar's been in here for a
Oh
while.
no.
Chocolate always...
This isn't a good time for a social call.
That was Clint. That game came out like 1994 or something.
Yeah.
So a lot of these actors, man.
Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean.
And there's the Maltese Falcon. the fucking Ark of the Covenant. What else? What do I have in my inventory? So I got the picture of her, a broken zip line. Not really inspiring much here. I'll talk to Clint or Rook again.
As I made it perfectly clear, your status as a paying customer earns you a modicum of goodwill. I suggest you use it judiciously.
Sorry, you lost me at modicum. Look, answer a few questions for me and I won't kick your butt when I get my memory back.
Lovely. Oh, she may have come by here. I can't be sure. Just smelling the fumes coming off that establishment irritates my bowels. At least he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Wow.
Like I always say, you can take a bum out of a dumpster, but you'll never get a dumpster out of a bum.
What?
I mean, if we tried really, really hard. Because, I mean, if it got in there...
Yeah, if it got in there, there's always a way out.
Unless it's a light bulb.
I guess I'll talk to him, too.
It's real good having you stop in more regular. That Clint's really come up in the wild. Though I still hide the chocolate cake when he drops by. I don't want him falling back into his, old ways. Zach don't come in here a whole lot. I guess he don't like my food much.
That's alright. And then let's go see what Zach has to say.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
Expelled.
That guy's a go-getter. Why don't you get him to answer these questions?
Alright. Like, I have to exhaust every option, alright?
So go check if
the
Holly is in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Let me check. I can confirm that Mason Bowers has been a registered guest here. Sorry, Tex. I'm not allowed to give out any more information than that.
Oh.
If I could smell, I'm pretty sure he would stink. Always looks like he's up to something unsavory.
Oh.
That crusty old perv is always coming in here trying to get a peek at my underpixels.
What?
Yeah, I've seen this woman in here. In fact, she picked up a piece of mail that's been delivered here. I might be able to get a name or address for you. Let me see if I have an image of the envelope. Yep, got it. I'll print it out for you.
Oh, that was really convenient. Thank you.
I think the kid who works here has a crush on me. Maybe one of these days I'll rock his little world.
Okay, then.
Damn.
The Ritz landlord? Seems like he may have a couple of screws loose, but nice enough.
Holly sends the information about the mystery woman to my smart Alex, and I get a new location on the map. It's on the coast near Monterey. Whoever owns this place has mucho dinero.
Kind of a freak, huh?
They both are.
Well, I mean, she's a hologram, so... I mean...
I get in my speeder and realize I'm very wobbly and my vision's pretty fuzzy. I realize it's finally time to get this head wound checked out and some professional input on what's happened to me. Now's as good a time as any. I call a cab, and I'm on my way to the North Hill Clinic.
Fucking wow.
Where are you headed?
North Hill Clinic.
Well, I better step on it. You look like you're in pretty bad shape. Your eyes are really bloodshot.
Yeah, you should see it from this side.
Live around here?
Yeah, I do. Live in the Ritz.
I've heard there's a lot of Morlocks in that area.
Morlocks?
That's what they call them. Some new, crazy type of mutant.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're attacking people.
On Chandler Avenue?
Just rumors. But you never know. Things could get worse, sir. Sorry. Sorry, Just wanted to let you know I was packing heat up here. Didn't mean to freak you out.
That's fine. It's just the last time I got a ride from someone. They shot me, so I'm a little jumpy. It's a nice gun, by the way. I used to have one just like it.
I've had this for a long time. Some idiot threw it out his window.
The head wound is painful for sure.
Wow.
Maybe this Dr. Donahue can help me sort things out.
Does that look like he's still on a green screen? Because there's no reason why you couldn't just hang up a set of, like, white curtains or something.
Maybe.
Taylor warned me you might be a problem patient.
Game night.
Jenga. I'm just gonna assume you've got some head trauma. Let's see what's going on.
Is this real?
Weird question for you.
Or just a fantasy.
Is there any way to tell whether I'm dreaming or not?
Do you want to know if you're dreaming right now? Yep, you're awake. So tell me what happened.
I woke up a few hours ago with this goose egg on my head and an injection mark on my arm. I've got no idea how I got them. As a matter of fact, I have no idea about anything over the past 7 years.
You took a pretty good shot to the head. Enough to knock you out, maybe cause some short-term memory loss, but for 7 years. Let's see that mark on your arm. I think we'll need to draw some blood. Everything on your form accurate?
Well, I think I said I exercise regularly and smoke sparingly. I might have gotten those two reversed.
Well, I'm guessing your bloodstream's full of cholesterol and toxins, but I'm sure we'll find something else there too. Have you ever had an implant?
What?
Explain yourself.
Look, I just want my figure to be in proportion.
Well, that injection mark concerns me, but I don't want to speculate. I would really like to keep you overnight for observation. You mind waiting around until we figure this out?
Sure, if we can get it done in 5 minutes. While we're waiting, though, could I ask you a few questions?
Oh, wow.
Let's just keep this professional, shall we?
All right.
I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded.
Damn.
I believe he runs a diner over on Telegraph Hill. I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this.
After leaving North Hill, I get a cab ride back to my office. After a while, I'm feeling a little better, so I hop in my speeder and head out to the address of the mystery woman, who I hope can give me info on Mason Bowers.
Nice. This is more like it. Fun fact, this is a former vacation home for 3 James Bond villains. Goldfinger!
Okay.
This house belongs in a tax bracket that I'm most unfamiliar with.
Oh, you walk right in.
Ooh. Baseball card. I used to collect these as a kid. Now I collect past due notices. Classic. These baseball cards are great collectibles.
That was random. I was just clicking on stuff. I wasn't like ready to already find something.
Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the cigarette.
Please blow up. Please blow up. Please blow up.
Buddy, you know 1,000 people stop smoking every day by dying, you moron!
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency.
Okay.
It's just taking shit. Like,
I mean, that's how these games kind of work.
Yeah, you just sort of take everything.
But it's like you're basically breaking and
there's
ending.
Waldo.
Breaking and entering.
Now that was a terrible year for wine. Yeah, just some books. Nothing I can use. Reminds me of the time I tried to cook meatloaf.
But what?
Well, that might come in handy. A collector's edition of Matt Cubase Tyler baseball card. I wouldn't dare thieve that. Well, this looks cheap. Must be a Barry Bonds baseball. It's got an asterisk on it. Staring at this picture is more exciting than watching a game of baseball. The soothing, sultry siren song of a red cat. Hey, bada bada bada. Who sells seashells by the seashore?
Alright.
Oh, it's like a villain from a terrible B movie. Mollusks beware.
Now that's my kind of book.
Wow.
Oh, maybe they did some amateur neurosurgery on you.
Nice.
That's what it sounds like, actually.
Pillaging must be one of their hobbies.
Oh, that's why we're collecting the cards. Okay.
Now I could use that. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. Wrong form of its. Come on, people.
Central Intelligence Agency.
Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school. Sulfuric acid. I better be careful.
What the fuck was that just hiding back
Sitting
there?
there,
No, that's not important.
So yeah, sulfuric acid. I feel like that's a violation of lab safety standards.
There's a past due notice here.
You're late, you bum!
What the fuck?
Note to self, check and make sure I made my speeder payment.
It's like a cartoon. I'm just clicking on stuff.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm gonna be very upset. It's Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Sleep with a Swedish fish. Put this in my comic book rack collection in my office.
Just going through everything.
No respect for privacy at all. Come on, Mike.
Nope.
Where are your morals? Where are your standards?
Basically, if my icon changes to a thing where I can activate it, I'm gonna use it.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm not my size, not my style, not my day.
There you go.
An old Zoom portable music device. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me one of these while all the other kids were getting iPads and iPods. I remember just how I felt that day. Wonder what happened to it. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Wow. What the? He just...
What a jerk. That's not yours.
He just broke private property. And he'll say something like, why did you break that? Listen, I was doing you a favor. Trust me.
The Zooms were actually pretty nice.
Well, I see they like to keep things hot in the bedroom.
If they had more storage, they were faster. They worked with Windows. You could put videos on them.
I know, like mine that I had a FM radio in it, which is kind of cool.
Oh man, I hate retro things. I think that's upside down.
No, I don't think so.
Magnets. How do they work? Ah, delicious jams.
Wait, what? Oh.
Really? They found someone to eat this crap?
Sushi.
That's a terrible place for a petri dish.
What? This is breaking so many rules.
Well, actually, if
like narratively or like in a private investigator sense.
Like if the petri dish was glass, you could justify baking it to
fine feast for
get it ready
life.
for intense
It's no good to me without alcohol. Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible.
intense chemical research, because that would get it, like if you washed it, baking it would get rid of all the,
that might
the
come in handy.
moisture.
Really? They found someone to... King Twinkie is the only royalty I recognize.
Wow, all those had the same sound effect. I already opened that. Alright. That is a really nice bathroom. No ventilation, though. That's just asking for mold.
Boy, I try not to look directly into a mirror because it's kind of bad for my self-esteem. Ah, a remembrance of a much simpler time. Tsunami! Tsunami!
Why would that be an option?
Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Gumdrops and lollipops. I'll put this in my comic book rack collection in my office. Let's see, that says B-A-B? Oh, bath.
What?
Yeah, I believe that's a towel. Yeah, rub-a-dub-dub. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue.
Think you can open up the toilet?
No.
No bidet? Sick.
Yeah.
So, look in your inventory, two things. One, read that letter.
Surely, after all we've been through, you would not turn against me and turn to her. Looks like someone with the initial T was doubting Mason's allegiance. This petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here.
Sulfuric acid?
Sulfuric acid can be very useful.
No, like literally
Yeah.
clean it with... Okay. And how many baseball cards do you have?
3.
These baseball cards are
No,
great
5,
collectibles.
6.
You have to have a lot, yeah.
Me.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
Something very tiny is written at the bottom of this petri dish. I'll need some help reading the inscription.
Oh.
Need a magnifying glass.
The only person who has that is Rook, from what I can remember.
Okay.
So go take a
I
look
think
at
we
the
need 9
cards.
Is there anything on the front here? Nope.
While you're out here, turn around. That table is in front of that couch there. See it, like what it does.
This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer.
Wow. I would never think.
Hello. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue. Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration. Hello. The 8 lost rules of etiquette. Rule number 1, a friendly greeting could open doors for you.
Huh.
A kind greeting such as hello. Can you grab it and manipulate it?
405. Oh, hello.
There was a keypad
43556.
upstairs.
Wait. Alright, okay. I don't know why, but that...
Ooh. Ooh. Must be midnight.
Drugs, guns, and cash. Or the Fast and the Curious.
Hoping to find more information about why sleazy PI Carlos Maldonado has been keeping an eye on my place, Leads me to a swanky beach house where I'm delighted and surprised to meet an incredibly beautiful woman inside a home medical office. Unfortunately for me, the feeling is not mutual. She's accompanied by a very lethal friend.
Freeze.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing here?
Well, we had such a charming conversation on the vidphone, I knew I had to meet you. Now I'm rethinking that.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I wish I did. Does that count?
We met just once, years ago. So did you
Wow.
really come here looking for me?
Wow.
Or are you here for Mason?
I'm sorry, the correct answer is C, all of the above. I came here to find you, but it's Mason I'm looking for.
Well, you'll have to make do with me. Mason isn't here.
So how do you know Mason?
In the biblical sense, I'm his wife, Ariel Bowers.
When was the last time you saw him?
Over a month ago.
No kidding. A wife like you, I'm surprised he ever leaves the house.
We've been legally separated for over a month. He has issues, erratic behavior, periods of deep depression. It got to be too much.
Psychological problems, huh? What are we talking here? He ties his shoe for an hour, or he walks into Burger Barn with dynamite in his pants?
I think it was just a reaction to stress. His work kept him away for weeks at a time.
So I heard your husband was a neurologist, like a brain surgeon or something.
Or something, yes. He worked in neurochemistry, how chemicals influence neural operations.
So who's he working for now?
Hey, Betty, it's good to
Mason
see you,
never
man.
talked about his work, even before we separated. But we stayed in touch. This was the longest he ever went without calling me. I got worried and came here. I found Maldonado's number and called to see if he knew anything.
Yeah, well, Maldonado's not going to be able to help us much because he's dead. Is that who you were coming to see on Chandler Avenue?
Yes, that's right. What happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to find out. But the trail seems to lead through your husband, who, by the way, I believe has been abducted.
Abducted? Now I'm worried sick. What are we going to do?
Well, to start
She
with,
was
if
there
you
to
think
kill
of
him,
anything that
clearly.
could help me out here to find him, that would be a big help.
I will. Feel free to look around here. I wish I could stay and help, but I'll give you my number so you can call me later. And sorry about the gun to the head thing.
Oh, it's okay. I've just got one of those faces. Probably look better with a hole in it.
What?
I have my doubts about Ariel Bowers' motivation. She certainly seems to have an agenda which includes more than just her husband's well-being. What's she up to?
Yeah, she was clearly waiting for him to come
Hubba,
home.
hubba. Whew. Is it hot in here, or did my internal fan just crash?
Look, feels like I'm being played for a sap.
Oh, come on. She's just getting ready to play the field. I'd like to bring her over for a debugging session.
Okay, enough. The synaptic snafu and other neurology misadventures. Now that sounds like fun reading.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
Well, I wonder what's on this little device.
You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books.
You have a fax.
Looks like Carlos Maldonado was trying to get a hold of Mason about someone named Margaret Leonard. If I found a flash drive, I could connect it to the video screen. This table? A little small for my taste. Man, that is so cool.
My business card? How did Mason Bowers get this?
Nothing I can use.
Yoink.
Oh, you can put the petri dish on your
Yeah.
microscope.
Okay.
670. And then you can put that flash drive on the computer.
The video and audio is out of sync. Oh, wow. Is it from us or is it from... I wonder if it's from us or is it from the computer or from the game. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Just let us know, Biddy, if it's us. Oh, from the game. The game's audio is out of sync. You know what? It is out of sync. But there's no frames dropped. Yeah. That's really weird. That is very odd. That's really out of sync.
Speech is ahead of the action.
Yeah, I'm looking over here. Like when we turn to the camera,
Yeah.
you can see it. But then when I move the game like that, it takes like 5 seconds.
Interesting.
That is a really huge delay. I wonder why it's delayed so much.
I'm gonna sit on the heckle couch for a little bit.
Oh, wait.
You know what? It's it's all right. This is a good time to end it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll go back here. We'll figure something out. I don't know why the game is acting like that's really strange. You all right, Mike?
It's been a long day.
I bet. Well, that was Tesla Effect. Yeah, it's a little bit of... I got to fix the syncing issue with it, but the next time you come back, you'll definitely be playing it. Outside of that, on Wednesday, we'll be going back to Breath of Fire. And Friday, we'll figure something out. I'm thinking we'll play some games or something.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like something we always do, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing another D&D Friday? Yeah, I like that, but we'll see. I'd like to, but I want to see if we can do more with it.
Because if it's like, because what I'd like to do is anybody who wants to get involved, we just
invite them over.
Because I got Nick's questions answered. I haven't made a sheet yet, but like we could do the same thing, and then if Demir wants to come over, we'd have to make his character sheet, but we could do that, and yeah.
All right, I'd be down with that. I'll have to figure out why the computer is running like it is. But yeah. Outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and switch on over to our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Windows 95, how sick of Mac? It's fucking stupid. Do things you like too and kiss the shirt. Show piece of nice shit. My piss. Fucking dear Dad. Fuck! Oh, hey, Mike.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
Kevin? Kevin? What's going on, Kevin? Mike? Crash? Kevin? Mike? Crash? Kevin? Mike?
All right, thank you for sponsoring the Courtesy Flush. We much appreciate your patronage and keeping the stream going, so thank you for that.
And I know I always get my prescriptions on time with this service. So
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's convenient, and it's just like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
They just come straight to your door, no muss, no fuss.
Yeah, whenever I need disposable diapers, boom, always right to the door. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Nick. Oh man, that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, it's time for us to get going here.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night. Michael and I are going to crash out. Well, Michael's going to crash out, but you guys have a good night, and we will see you guys again on Wednesday for the next Courtesy Flush. Take care.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah. Take care.